guys, so if you guys are like, hey, you didn't finish your makeup, that's for a reason, because today I am reviewing the Essence Dip Eyeliner, and I really like to do my eyeliner before I do mascara and before I put lashes, and I always leave lipstick until the end, so that's why my makeup looks a little weird right now. But I'll fix it, I promise. So I got this the other day at Ulta. It was literally like $3, so I was like, I'm gonna test it out. And also I saw on their display case that it said cruelty free, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna unscrew it. Okay, and then okay, so it has more of a rounded tip than I expected, but let's try it on my wrist. Let's see, just for the color payoff. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but over here it starts off way darker, and then as you go it gets less and less opaque. Like even over here it's not completely opaque, so maybe when I apply it I'll just have to like go over it a second time. Let me see what happens actually if I do that, because it should be opaque by the second time. Well, let me like, okay, so you just kind of have to build on it is what it seems like, or maybe I have to like let it dry and then put another coat. That would probably fix it. So that seems like fine to me. If you're a beginner, it might be a little bit more troublesome, like if this is the first eyeliner you're picking up or the first liquid liner, you know, then it might be a little bit more difficult. But I mean, like I use eyeliner like every single day, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem for me. Also, my dog is asking to come up on the bed, so come here. Okay, so this is the first coat that I put, and you can see that like obviously it gets like way lighter, and over here it looks like it's starting to actually get like more opaque, but if you look at it like on my hand, it's definitely not as opaque as it could be, especially over here. So this is the time when I put it twice, like I just did 2 layers, and it looks fine, like even in person it looks fine. So apparently it dries matte, so I don't know if you guys like shiny liners or matte liners, so take that into consideration too. Okay, so I have my eyeshadow on, my eye primer, everything else, so time to do this now. Also, I have my little handheld mirror, but I want to make sure I don't like block off all the view. Okay, so I think it's interesting that they went with like a really rounded tip, because a lot of the ones that I see are like brush tips or like very pointed tips. So let's see how this goes. Usually when I do my eyeliner, I start from like the middle or a little bit closer to the inner corner, but I don't start like at the very, very corner. That's just how I do my eyeliner. It's just easier for me that way. So right off the bat, I can already tell that this is definitely for like a little bit bolder looks or like thicker eyeliners, because it just applies like just thicker in general because of the rounded tip. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a little bit of sort of like a jagged edge. Let me get closer so you can see it. So can you guys see how it's a little bit jagged? So I'm gonna try and fix that, but I think just the brush in general makes it a little bit more difficult to get a really crisp end. Okay, so let's see if I can like get it a little bit smoother. Okay. This is like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to get it. Okay, so I think I figured it out. I think you just have to hold it at a little bit of a different angle, and that way you can get more of that like really nice edge instead of like the jaggedness. So now I think I've gotten it like to be a lot better, like you guys can see right now, and I'll show you a close-up. So there it is now. I think it looks a lot better. I think I just figured out how to use it better, and You just have to hold it at a little bit of a more straight angle, or a direct angle, I guess. Okay, so now that I've done this eye, I can do the other eye, and also I swiped off the eyeliner already, because otherwise I'm just gonna forget, and then I'm gonna have it there all day and it's just gonna like stay there. So I just figured I should do it now. Okay, so let's try the other eye. I guess I could go this way. Okay. Okay, so I am done with both eyes now, and it's definitely a lot easier the second time around, so it's probably just me like getting used to using it, although I still think it's easier to do like the rounded part of the eyeliner by using the brush when it's like a little bit more directly at your eye instead of like a little bit more at an angle, you know. But the inner corners it's fine to do, and the outer corners are fine. So I mean, it looks pretty vibrant, it looks matte, it looks like fine, it looks like regular eyeliner. The only thing that I was having an issue with was like the jaggedness, you know, but I think I fixed that now. So I think this is probably an eyeliner that's a little bit more towards people who have already done this before a couple times. Like if you're getting a brand new eyeliner for someone, like for the first time that they're gonna use liquid eyeliner, this maybe isn't the one for them, but maybe if you've already been doing it for a little bit, then you can try it. I wanted to get it that way I could just like leave it in my bag or leave it in my locker when I go to the gym or something, you know, because I kind of lose them a lot unless I leave them at my house. So I typically get ones that are kind of cheap, you know, and I just go through them. The one that I've been using a ton is the, what is it, NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner. That one I really enjoy. This one, I think it's okay. Honestly, I think it's like the most okay eyeliner. Like it's not the best, but it's $3. I think for $3 it is worth it. So overall, I think, I mean, it works. It's $3 and it gives you that nice vibrant color. And if you're looking for a thicker liner, this is probably more up your alley. Instead of like using a very thin brush and applying it like a ton, one like this might help. Also, I know that they have some that are like fat markers if you guys are also into like really thick eyeliners. Also, I think what might be an issue is that I use cat eyes all the time, like the little cat liner. So it might also be easier for someone who doesn't, if you just like don't do the little flick at the end. It's probably easier too because you're just using a rounded tip. So I didn't think of that before, but maybe it is easier. Anyway, so yeah, so let me do the rest of my makeup actually. Let me finish that. So overall, it's a pretty decent eyeliner. I mean, it's $3, cruelty free, which is cool. But I don't know if I will continue to buy it after I use this bottle, so I'm not sure about it yet. I feel like really iffy on it. I mean, it gets the job done and stuff, but I think it could probably be a little bit easier with maybe some other eyeliners with the brushes. I think maybe I just prefer the pointed eyeliner tip instead. But if you guys use a eyeliner that already has like a round tip, or if you guys want to try it, I mean, by all means go ahead. I will leave the link down below, that way you guys can get it if you're interested. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, everything is at AmyCrouton. You guys can follow me around on my day-to-day life. Also, if you guys want to support me on Patreon, which I really appreciate, you can click right there. And if you are new here and you want to subscribe, you can click right there. And if you want to check out my other videos, you can click right there or right there. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!